Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Klickan and today I'm going to show you how to create a frame for your Facecam in Photoshop, which you can use if you are streaming. So let's get into it. As you can see right now, I actually prepared a little bit and already started up Photoshop. We're going to create a similar frame that I'm using right now around my Facecam here in the corner. So how do we do this? We actually go over here, go into File, and we're going to create a new project. And I'm going to choose this one, Custom, and I'm going to create it. So as you can see right now, we actually have a white background, and we want it to be transparent. So how do we do that? We actually go over here, and right click on the background layer, layer from background. And here, we're just going to click OK. So we're going to go up here to this tool, the moving tool. I can actually drag this away. And here you can actually see the transparency. So how do I make this disappear? I just click on this button right here. So now we actually have a transparent background. So now it's time to do the frame. So we're going to go up here to the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to drag a rectangle, something like that. I think it looks pretty nice. But as you can see right now, we actually just want it to be at the corners, not in the middle here. So how do we get rid of this? We actually go over here, click on this button, and go in for transparency. But now we can see actually all here in the frame is transparency. So we're gonna go here and click in a color. And as you can see right now, we actually don't have much on the edges. So we're gonna make this a little bit bigger, so that you're doing it right over here. So I think like 20 would be nice. That looks pretty nice, I think. And you can switch the color here as you like. You can choose it here. Otherwise, you can actually click on this button as well and click for this. And here you have more options if you want something like that or something like that. It depends what you like. And you can also make the green to be on the downside as well if you switch on this button here. So I can actually go for like that, and then you have the green in the bottom and the red in top instead. More options for this. You can also click on this one in the middle, and there we have actually the solid button, so we can actually switch it to noisy, and here you can actually play around a little bit more with it. I want to have like something like, we will see, something looks pretty nice. Let's see, we can actually get some more red into this, so it looks, actually I think that looks pretty fine. So actually you can play around a little bit with these adjustments and get which color you like. It's not the same color that's mine around my Facecam right now, but it's the same principle to do this frame. More things you can do to this frame. You can actually get the edges to be shapy or rounded. But to do so, we actually need to go to this option. We're gonna go for that. And you can click on this button. But as you can see now, when I switched around, it's actually happened nothing here. So what we're gonna do then, we're gonna click on this one. This is the usual, as always, clicked, and you can actually switch it if you're going for this button. And now you can actually see. I'm just gonna type that one. Now you can actually see it's rounded here. You can also switch it to shapy. It depends what you like. But actually, I will just go for the ordinary style with the straight corners. And actually, one more thing that you can do about this, actually I want to add an effect to this. I want to add some shadows around it so it gets more like a frame. So how do I do that? I actually go over here, right click on this layer, and I'm going to go up to blend options. And here you have many different effects that you can add. Inner shadow, inner glow, so it glows more in your stream. It depends how you like it. And you also have outer glow, just glowing outside, and yeah, change the pattern and what you like. You can play around a little bit with these effects if you want, but I'm going to show you how to create a shadow around it. So we're going to click on this one, drop shadow, and here you can actually turn up the shadow or turn down. So I'm gonna choose something like 88% or something. And here you can also switch the distance if you want it to be more away from the frame or just more into the frame. It depends. I think something like that looks pretty fine. And I'm just gonna turn up this a little bit more. And then you can also get up the size as well if you want it to be something like that or less. It depends. But I think I will stick to something like this, not to be, so it not get too big on the other side. So actually I think I'm pretty done with this frame. This is actually how this is the finished project for this frame actually. So I'm gonna show you how to save this, and after that I'm just gonna mention how to get this frame into OBS as well. So for the first thing we need to do, we actually need to save this thing. So how do we do that? We actually go up here to File, and we go into Export and Export As. And remember, save this as a PNG file. Otherwise, it's maybe not work. It depends which OBS you have. But I will choose PNG because it's always working. So here you can actually see the finished product, and we're gonna click on Export All, and just save it somewhere that you know where you have it. So I'm gonna name this to Frame 2, something like that on my desktop. So there we go. There we have the frame. Now we're gonna turn it into OBS and see how we can get this into the OBS system. So there we go. As you can see right now, I have starting up OBS. So now I'm gonna show you how to add the frame for your face cam in OBS for your stream. So how do we do that? We're actually gonna go down over here, click on this button, click on pictures. I'm gonna name this cam frame just to know which one is gonna be here in the list. So I'm gonna click on OK. And now we're actually gonna add the frame here. So we're gonna click on OK, and here you can actually see the frame. So we're gonna click on OK, and as you can see right now, we actually only have the frame. That's because we have a transparency background, and that's what we wanted. So what we're gonna do now, we're actually gonna drag this down a little bit to make it shrink. Otherwise, it's gonna cover the whole screen, and we don't want that. So we're gonna go something like that. This looks pretty nice. So the next step is actually to make this cam to fit into the frame. So how do we do that? We're actually gonna go over here to the cam, but what you're gonna see right now is actually when I start to drag this, actually the whole pictures just follow, and I don't want that. I just want it to follows in that direction, and I actually drag it. So how do we fix that? We're actually gonna click on the cam and go down to this one and choose this one. You can also press Ctrl S if you want to. So we're gonna click on this, and you can see right now my face cam just got all over the screen. But when I start to click on this one, it's actually shrinking in that direction that I wanted to. So that's good, and you can just make it shape into the frame. Something like that, and something like that. And there we pretty go. As you can see now, actually my cam fits into the frame. One more thing I'm gonna tell about is actually just remember to have the cam frame above your cam, otherwise it's gonna look like this, and it don't looks pretty nice because the cam layer is above your frame layer. So you just want to have the cam frame layer over the cam, so it looks like this, so you can actually see the frame. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you find this tutorial useful. If you do, please give it a thumb up, and don't forget to check out my Twitch channel, Click on Official, for more gameplay and tutorials. Until next time, boys and girls, take care now. Bye bye then.